You are listening to Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, hello, welcome. Called of us, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir, slimy reptilian.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Another day in the cult. How you doing? This is your Pope, Neil Wood. Good to see you guys. We got a fucking humdinger for you, I think is what they would call it down south. I have no idea why I'm starting this intro this way. We got to bring in our fucking guest and our fucking co-host, so let's do that. I'm cursing too much. Oh boy, it's a bad start. He brought in the death, and I'm already shaken up. Guys, give it up right now for, of course, your co-host, Adam Nutter. There he is. Look at him. He's looking great.
What's up?
Taking in weed.
How are you?
Weird start. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. You started with a southern accent and then went to like a sad story right away. Do you have brain trauma? Are you me? What are you doing?
Forms? No, you have the brain trauma. I'm trying to understand myself every day a little bit deeper, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Being like all sad boy.
I wasn't trying to be. I may have been listening to a little bit of like, some sappy music earlier. I don't know, man. Kenny G gets me.
Fuck.
Let's bring in the death man himself. Listen, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta stop saying
what's
it.
going on?
Bring in Seamus Millar, everybody. There he is.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Yeah, my friend did die today.
Hell yeah.
Rest in peace, Mark Gutman. He was the man. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to just bum you out before the intro came
did it.
No,
you did. No, he did. He bummed me out. Don't speak for me. He 100% bummed me out. He 100% bummed me out. He was like, hey, by the way, my friend died today from what? Cancer. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun one, I don't think. I don't think it was like a fun. He didn't get like crushed by, I don't know, ice cream or something. You ever heard that dumb joke?
No.
Until you get cremated, bro.
All right, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. Just turn it off.
It's all this.
We made a mistake. Oh, I can't believe you're wearing the Hershey Park shirt.
Listen,
it's so great.
Let me tell you something.
Someone's lying in the comments.
Someone's lying. Oh, Kyle Billings. What's up, buddy?
No one loves you.
I know. Hey, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, bud. Yeah. I mean, hey, dude,
Listen, I survived the Sooper Dooper Looper. I want everyone to know.
I know.
They don't just let you buy these shirts, right? You have to earn them. You have to prove that you did it. And
can you, Adam, while he's speaking, bring up the Sooper Dooper Looper? I need to see
that scary.
This.
It's really not that scary, but I'm like mortally terrified of fucking roller coasters. Like I've always been. And so I went to Six Flags like last month, and I got on some shit. And then I was like, went to Hershey Park, and I was like, I'm going to keep getting on some shit. And the Sooper Dooper Looper is the first looping roller coaster in North America. So it's like, it's one loop.
Right.
It's just one loop. And it's like, and it's like people in the 70s were like, holy shit. But like today, it's like not that scary. But I'd never gone upside down before. So I was like, holy fuck. And like the thing I've learned about roller coasters and me is that I will hate it all the way up until the first drop. Right. I would be like, fuck this. I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
I don't want to do. I want to get off. And then that loop was not that bad though. The thing that did scare me though, it doesn't have chest restraints. It's just the bar. And I was like, oh, we're just really putting our faith in physics.
Yeah.
I feel like in the 70s, like, they just would be like, you have the all-time reaction of like, they're defying gravity. Like, go upside down, like once. It's like freaking out.
Yeah,
like
it's a really boring ride. Like you go up. I'm sorry, you go up and you go through the one loop, and then you go through the loop. Like it turns out and goes through it.
Hey, your shirt.
And you go through backwards.
And then the rest is just boring.
Do you go through backwards?
No, God, no, you don't go through backwards. No, this is baby's first loop, and that's the thing I like about Hershey Park is Hershey Park is set up for people like me, giant pussies, and it's like, hey, let's teach you how to like roller coasters.
Very nice.
Yeah,
dude, I hated roller coasters. So scared of them all through my childhood into being a teenager.
You're too tall and you're too fat and you were afraid you might get decapitated.
I was just, I mean, sure. Yeah. No, I mean, there's lots of, I was oafish. I was always worried my body, like the fat around my body was just going to slip through the bars. Like I was sweating constantly. So I thought that just like the jelly was just going to form around it. And I'd be like, just shoot off.
They couldn't put the bars over your fucking nipples.
It was a whole problem.
Yeah.
I had a 3-point harness. I had to have nipple suppression. I had to really, it was a lot to throw at a young teenager. You know what I mean? Who's just trying to get people onto a ride. So, but I waited way too long. I think I was like, I might've been 17,
Yeah.
before I was
Figure
like,
it out.
this needs to end. Like,
Oh, yeah. No, I'm 31, so I waited a
Oh,
little
that
longer
was
than
that.
you. But I will say this: now that I'm like the fattest I've ever been, I actually feel more secure.
That makes
When they
sense.
put that bar down, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
That shit-
yeah.
that
But
shit's going into my.
if you
fucking
did fall out
ribs.
though, you're falling out like a fucking
Oh,
stone
hard,
water,
like
dude.
a ton of bricks. I was trying to like remember in the line. I was like, I think it's centrifugal force. I think it's centrifugal.
Like Hershey Park registered a 6.2 on the Richter scale today, rare for Hershey Park, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I have to still do one of the like leg dangly things. I haven't done those, but I did a bunch of like wooden ones. Everyone keeps saying that the steel ones are smoother than the wooden ones, but they look scarier. Like the big.
Oh, the wooden ones are awful.
Oh, they're
you mean
terrible.
any
They're-
steel?
yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I did El Toro at Six Flags, which was like a newer wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, yeah,
It
it
was built in,
sucks.
like 2000. You don't like
That
that?
hurts a lot.
It hurts.
Isn't
Yeah,
there a wooden one also at Hershey Park? There's like an old school wooden
A
one. that was
water
like,
one or a
Oh,
wood?
you know
wooden,
what?
wooden,
Yeah, you
wooden,
know
like an
what?
old wooden one. It was like, this is the first roller coaster ever. Da, da,
Ooh,
da, da,
the
da, da.
Comet,
It's like,
and I did the Comet.
that's it,
The
yeah.
Comet was pretty nice.
The old one in Wildwood is actually one of the worst
Oh,
wooden.
I know
I
that
think it's
one.
one of the first ones. That one,
Yes.
it will actively bruise your ribs.
Yeah, no.
Actively bruise your ribs. I've hurt myself every time I've gotten on it.
Well, I love that. Like when I was a kid, I wouldn't have noticed this, but now I've noticed that like theme parks are totally set up for people who are like getting older because every gift shop has Tylenol and Tums and like all this shit. And I was like, I actually need both of these now.
I
It's
had no
crazy.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I eat 3 Cheetos? Why? Did I do this?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we went to Six Flags last month with some friends, and I really had to build up from like the baby coasters. We did like the Harley Quinn Crazy Train, which is like for toddlers, and I was already
I'm picturing you. Yeah.
like, this is too much.
I'm picturing you
Like,
on
I was
the.
like, I do not want to do this.
I'm
Are you
picturing
like one
you
of
on the.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of you had to like inch up to like the line guy, like you're physically getting pushed up to like you're that scared, or you just like
this line was so whacked
he's in
that
a
there was
line with
there was
children.
no line. Yeah, it was like me and 5-year-olds being like, this is 5-year-olds being like, this is boring, and me being like, we're all gonna fucking.
they're like,
die.
sir, which one's your son? And I'm like, no, I'm here for me. I'm here for a
Mhm.
major hurdle in my adult life.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm tackling some demons. You kids will learn about those in a few years
I mean,
as life hits you.
If you didn't talk to them and had that shirt on, they'd be like, "Oh, okay, special needs. I understand."
Oh,
It's
I didn't. No, I
completely
had a
fine."
normal shirt on. This was
Oh,
before.
thank
Listen,
God.
I only bought these shirts after I conquered the roller coasters, and I only bought the shirts of
When
the
you
roller
earned it.
coasters I conquered. I would not fake the funk. There's no
Right.
stolen
No
valor
stolen
here.
valor for you.
Yeah, okay. I
Very
did
good.
Sooper Dooper Looper. I did El Toro. I'm not buying King to Ka. I wanted to do King to Ka, but my head hurt too much after El Toro.
I still haven't done King to God. It's usually broken down.
Yeah, well, that's
Every
the other thing that
time I
scared me. It's like they're like, it's the tallest roller coaster, and you're like, that's pretty scary. And then you're like, here's the cherry on top. It breaks down every
Yeah,
three rides.
it's the McFlurry machine of like the
Yeah.
roller coaster world. It's just
Sometimes there's a
constantly
thing
down.
called a rollback, which is what they explained to me. You know what the
Yeah.
rollback is?
Yeah.
When it's too windy, and so the train doesn't get over the loop, so it just goes backwards down. You got to shoot up again. No, thank you.
No, I'm good. Yeah,
There was
I'm
a
good.
guy who tried to jump. I think this is one of the first guys who tried to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. He actually couldn't do it the first time because of wind.
That's
hilarious.
So like
literally pushed
the
him back
idea of
over.
being like, whew, like jumping in the
Yeah.
oh shit,
Classic
Oh.
rollback.
God loves me, dude.
yeah.
You're just like that makes sense. No, bad day, bad day.
yeah.
I get
My
it.
one of my favorite, not favorite stories. I guess it's kind of fucked up, but a guy who jumped the Golden Gate but survived. He goes, as soon as I left the railing, he's like, I immediately didn't want to
Yeah.
jump. And I was like, yeah, man, that's a tough
He does
decision.
like the turn back. No.
Because you also have like a while down to think that decision through.
Oh,
You're like, I fucked up here as you're still running.
no, halfway down, I'm like,
Oh, dude, yeah. There was that. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Tales of the Crypt when you were a kid. I
A
was a
little
little too young to get into it, but I remember I watched one episode. I'm 91. I don't know when that came
Is that
out.
MTV? I can't remember when
Well,
that would have.
I didn't have cable, so they must have had it in what's it called when they put it on TV and all of those shit.
Syndication.
There was one episode there where a guy jumps out of the window to kill himself, and then time slows down, and so he gets to think about it for like 3 hours. And I was like, "That's a fucking that." Hey, Tales from the Crypt, good one. You got me. That fucking
Yes,
creeped me out, man.
But it's also just like a reason why regular suicide's great. it's
Because it's
I say-
over in a
it's
second.
like it's like,
yeah.
hey man, that's not real. Like I get the show meaning, I get it, but also probably not gonna happen. So
Yeah.
Also, if he was just gonna use a gun like a man, there's like no time to stop between this.
no,
Like a jumping, you have like all that time to slow down time. Like
Oh, yeah.
up to the roof, to the ledge. You have like so much time. But like this is just a fucking boom.
it still wouldn't be sorry to use it wouldn't still be this for me. I can't the mess bugs me. I mean, I know they got to pull my body out of the water, which sucks, but I feel like,
Or a shark gets you.
that's what I'm saying. I would go someplace exotic, or just do it where no one knows. Like, just be like, go off into some exotic place where I find a high cliff, and then be like, one last ride. Like, you know what I mean? Just like,
no, I mean, I don't know, dude. If I had to pick a way out, I'm like, 'cause I'm a pussy, so like pills for sure.
In a bathtub that's warm.
100%.
Yeah,
Like there's no way. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing a violent death. I'm not cutting myself. Ew. Also, I have too much tattoos. I don't want to ruin my body.
There's too much risk, like fucking it up. You know what I mean? In those situations, I don't know. I feel like, you're not a doctor. You don't know where to cut.
Sure.
Right? I don't know.
But also, we don't know his tolerance for pills. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's he going to get his hands on? Because that's what it comes down to. We're not scientists. He doesn't know what could kill him and not.
He ate 3 things of Flintstones
vitamins.
3 whole containers.
His bones are just super strong now.
Died 3 weeks later because he made himself so constipated.
He could kick through a car, though.
Some of the largest thigh bones we've ever seen.
Yeah, he just fell through the
so
concrete.
strange.
We don't know where he is. We assume he's dead.
Then you just have to become like a...
Still falling through earth.
Yeah. We're assuming he's going to die at some point, but
you just have to become like a circus oddity at that point. Like, look at the x-rays of the thickest boy that's ever lived. Thick bone he has.
It's like, don't eat Flintstone tabs, kids. You end up like me.
Dude, the
Flintstone tablets ruled.
Jesus Christ. Nobody knows what the Flintstones are anymore. Nobody knows what Looney Tunes are either. Come on, man.
So wait, what roller coasters? I know no one knows what you're talking about, but what roller coaster? So what do you have in your future for roller coasters before we move off this? What do you still need to tackle?
I'm going to go back to Hershey. I'm going to do Candemonium, which I didn't do. So hold me to it.
Gotcha.
Hold me to it. Be my accountability buddies here. Make sure I go
on it.
And also Sky Rush. Those are the 2 really big, like, they look pretty smooth. It's just that they're 200 feet drop. The foot drops, and the problem is, like, the real thing is heights. I'm afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of speed.
Right.
I like going fast.
Right.
And that's why.
Or accident. You don't have like just a fear of like I'm gonna fly out or like just like it's gonna crash.
No,
the one time I get on
it's
it.
literally just like
heights,
I'm up really high. This is scary. That's all it is. It's
makes sense.
And I don't know. I did have a couple nice moments. Like on Sooper Dooper Looper, I remember I was freaking out going up, and I was like, I did not want to do this. I kept turning to my fiance. I kept being like, I don't want to fucking do this, man. I don't want to do this. And then I had this nice moment of clarity where I was able to kind of let go because I was like, wow, I can't get off.
Yep.
And this bitching ain't gonna help it.
You're
you know what I mean? Like,
you're in for it.
I'm gonna have to just chill out.
I learned there's 2 different fears. There's a fear of heights and a fear of falling from heights. And I think I have the falling from heights fear because like if I'm in a plane, I'm not afraid. I like to look out the window, but if I'm like on a tall building with even like one railing, I'm like, like don't get me near that shit. I don't like it. But if I was like if I'm in a tall building secured, I'm fucking fine. Like, I don't mind.
What always freaked me out as a kid was malls. Malls would scare the shit out of me.
Why? Because of the molesters?
Like a 3-stack?
Yeah. Well, the 3-stack.
3-stack.
You get up there and the glass paneling.
Sure.
Only comes
they got
up
creative with some of those railings.
Because they want to have you see all the stores. But to me, I'm just like, this is a fucking nightmare. And I would have dreams as a kid that those little glass things weren't there.
Oh.
And I wouldn't fall in the dreams, but I'd have to like walk against the wall.
Yeah, you're walking against the store.
Yeah.
Just a kid inching across Spencer's Gifts, like
yeah.
Well,
like,
buddy, I have a story for you that's gonna trigger your fucking paranoia. Back in my home birthplace of Staten Island, my home trash place, the Staten Island Mall. So it was Christmas season. I was like 20 years old, and we were doing Christmas shopping. And the mall's fucking packed. It's fucking completely packed. It's only 2 floors, but I mean, so many people. Anyway, we hear like some commotion and some ruckus down the other end, and there's like 14 cops just start running in that direction. And we're like, what is going on? And then we hear like, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. And it's just some fat lady who is on the side of the second story.
Oh no. That's
but like on the but obviously
she's not even trying to jump. They're just like, don't lean against the
like you have to get to the first floor.
Yeah.
It was not built for that.
The only reason I offer that is like, one, I mean, hey, but also mall suicide is like, that's a certain kind of sadness where I'm like, baby girl, you know what I mean? Like that's an extra level.
Buddy, you're gonna get sadder when I tell you what she was doing. It's not mall suicide. It's sadder than that.
Oh no.
So she's on the other side now of the railing.
Oh, okay.
So she's like not on the on the walkway. She's like
hanging.
It's between her and the air.
Kind of standing, but like leaning because she's like
back.
Yeah,
her back is to the fall.
Yes,
like her back is this way, and she's holding onto the railing.
Yes, and again, she's quite large, and
upper body strength might not be great.
Sorry.
So apparently, I overheard one of the cops, and they were like, "It was for shoplifting." So she was just running because she's like,
no.
So she's hanging on the second story.
We'll let you keep the moo-moos. There was not need for that. It wasn't needed. It was uncalled for.
They keep all the Bed Bath Body Works gift cards that you could.
What was the plan?
I don't know because there's nowhere to go. So all the cops are like, don't do it. Just climb back over. And then she just lost her grip and just boom, fucking falls like standing.
Died?
No. Just shattered her fucking legs.
Yeah, right.
It was a second floor.
Second floor.
How high up are they though? Because
I mean, still 20 feet. Still 20, 22
that's
feet.
Not a good fall, especially.
No, she broke her legs for sure. She was screaming in pain. And all the cops were like, "You fucking idiot."
Yeah. All these keychains just start coming out of her pockets. All whatever the fuck she was stealing from.
It's like when it's like
we heard the sound all the way and Annie Ants.
Well, she still had the stolen stuff on her. You know, like when Sonic died, the rings go everywhere when Sonic dies. It was like that. She fell and everything just popped out of her pants.
Holy shit!
Everything goes sideways.
What'd she steal?
I don't know.
Yeah. Did you ever clock any? Nothing. No, I was gonna say.
No,
what was her?
The entirety of Kohl's. She's like a Carmen Sandiego.
You know what? I realized she might not have been big. She just might have been a very good thief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That was all just stuff full of goods. That's why when she fell, she's a tiny 90-pound woman. And then really she fell, and then all the gifts.
There's like a life jacket for her for falling.
The display case of KB Toys broke her fall.
Oh, KB Toys. Wow.
Yeah, dude, she just hit the ground so hard. It was like the sound it made was like
you just heard like, oh, my Orange Julius. Like she just, why did you have that on you?
It's like that sick. It's like that. It's like it's such a heavy thud, like a fucking boom. Like it seriously, it sounded like someone just took a bunch of bowling balls. Was like, I don't want these anymore, dude, and just fucking let them go.
See, that doesn't. So for some reason, that doesn't bother me. And I would say this: I think the distinction is she willingly did that shit, as opposed to in my dreams, I'm like the gravity is going horizontally towards the hole. I'm getting sucked down. I didn't do anything. That's the scary part.
The worst part about it is that she, in her head, there's like a Die Hard movie playing, and it's all over just like stolen shit from a mall. Like it's just she gets over there and I'm like, okay. We can do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, baby girl, like, what? It's fine.
Yeah, it's like I feel like she thinks she's being like no one's gonna see me. I'm like, everyone sees you. You are the beacon of attention right now. You're like the Luxor fucking pyramid.
Is there anything she could jump to or something? Did she?
Yeah, the ground.
I guess that's her only choice.
What is she, Rob Van Dam? She's not doing fucking.
Well, I'm hearing like the I'm hearing like the hype music in this action film that's playing in her head. Like, I stole stuff. Let me climb over the railing. Like, she's like, I'll make it to the pole. And she's like, all right, I'm 300 pounds. Like,
also it's like she's like, she's trying to escape. Like, she's the hero. And I'm like, you stole stuff. Like, you stole stuff, sweetie, at Christmas time. The worst time to steal stuff.
Seen a death, not experience one today.
Happen?
That's not what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I've seen one. Oh, well, I saw one where the guy probably died. I didn't follow up. I did see a guy get hit by a car, and he like flew into the air, like 10 feet in the air. I'm pretty sure he's probably dead, but I don't know anything. I also saw somebody. I did see somebody jump into the Schuylkill River one time. Actually, which
can be death by disease.
But
anyway,
you touched the It was fucked up though, because it was like they jumped in and then immediately regretted it, and they like weren't ready for the pool of the current, because it doesn't. The Schuylkill River looks like something you could just swim in, but I'm sure once you're in there, that shit sucks.
There's a major shipping lane.
You'll get bit by some unknown predator.
I was waiting for the bus, and somebody was just like, "Hey, would you like some entertainment while you wait?" And everyone ran over and watched this guy drown. It sucked.
Oh, you guys Phil Collins did?
Yeah. Phil Collins, did he die in the river?
No. It's in the air tonight. There's a rumor. It's not true, but the rumor for that song was like Phil Collins watched a guy drown.
Oh shit!
And then it's like, well, you also watched a guy drown. Dude. No, it's not true though.
Drowning,
dead.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen anybody die in front of me, to be honest with you. I've seen some fucked up shit. I've seen some
You've caught some shit.
Yeah, I've seen some death. I don't know.
Oh, I was trying to go back to this because in terms of your roller coaster, I'm jumping off the death. We're going right back to the death, maybe. But
sure.
Mine was tough.
That's
my first time was okay. So it was I think Golden Chariot or something at this isn't Tootin Park. We were at Busch Gardens. This is like Virginia. We went to the one in Virginia.
Is this a roller coaster death?
Yeah, this is no. Sorry.
Okay.
This is my first experience on a roller coaster. Sorry, I lost you.
Shirt,
I wanted to come back. Oh, damn it. Yeah, so because your first experience with like roller coasters, dude, mine was really bad. Only that I got all the way to the front of I think Chariot of Fire, which is a bad name for a roller coaster, but Chariot of Fire. So it's 217 feet. The first drop, and that's how you start.
Yeah,
that's how you start. It starts obviously standing position. It immediately goes up to the drop. That's it. It goes all the way up.
I like.
No, it doesn't even shoot up. It's a slow ascent. Obviously, it's not a shoot up. It's a slow.
Oh yeah, I know. I see
like
that's
that.
The worst. Yeah.
So that you start with a 217-foot drop. And that's what I was going for. And I'm literally physically sick in line. Like, I'm like, oh, man. I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, sis, they're my sisters. And they're laughing because they just go on these all the time. They're like, look at this little baby boy. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, man, I just don't feel good. We get all the way to the front. And because it was maybe about to start raining, I'm literally about to get on. And they're like, hey, we have to stop. And we're going to shut it down for a bit. You think that? Like, hey, give it 5. Let's see if it comes back. I'm like, you're kidding, right? We just waited in line. I'm like, it's the worst, right? And then I was like, well, maybe it opens back up. We had to go back and wait in line again. All the building up back to it. I almost threw up. The first time I was very sick. So like I had to get all the way. I had blue balls.
Yeah. No.
And just all the way to the thing. And then I was like, all right, we're not gonna be able. And they're like, no, come back in 5. And my sister's like, yeah, we're coming back in 5 minutes and doing this. I'm like, I don't want it. Oh, dude, was it such a baby.
Was it fun?
It was the best thing I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
They're pretty fun.
I want to skydive, but I'll get there.
Yeah. Once you go down the first drop, you're fine. The second drop can even be as high, and it's just whatever. Who gives a shit? As long as you're moving fast, it's not a problem.
I'm done with the wooden ones. I will tell you that. I'm done with
the best. I mean, the wooden ones are rough. They're a little rough.
Superman, you'll love. You lay down.
That looks scary to me.
Do you think that's even scarier? That
looks so scary.
Your whole chest and everything, your shoulders are all
in a different position. Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
All right, that might be something.
Like, I'm building my way up. I'm doing traditional, horizontal. I did one fucking loop from the 70s, dude. Let me work my way up. Yeah.
Honestly, braver than me. I don't think I've done a loop on just a bar.
Yeah,
I don't think I have. I'm trying to think of one.
That was a scary thing because I was with my fiance's dad was there, and he was like, he was getting on it, and so was her mom. And I was like, well, shit, the whole fucking family's getting on. I can't be like, I'm gonna marry into this family and be a pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to be like, yes, I will join you. I will all get on this. And like, it was fun actually. It's not bad, and the loop did not feel like anything. And because the loop on the Sooper Dooper Looper, I got very nerdy about this. I was watching. So here's the thing that really helped me with roller coasters is watching YouTube videos of like point of view stuff, because you can literally time the drops. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, it's a 200-foot drop, but it's really only 3 seconds of falling.
Right.
You can do 3 seconds.
Yeah, but watching it doesn't like prepare you for the feeling of like,
Dude,
like
literally. No, it literally, I was on the Sooper Dooper Looper. I'm freaking out. We get to the very top of the first drop, and I see this building across the street because it's just in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So there's just an office building across the street. And I was like, oh, I saw that on YouTube. I'm good. And then the rest of the ride, I was totally fine. And he was just like, put your head back, just like, don't crank your neck. And the loop felt like nothing. Nice. And then it was fine. Yeah. But like, roller coasters. They're fun to watch.
Period.
If I ever go back to Disney World, I'll crush them. I was afraid of the rides at Disney World. They're like for babies, dude. Really? They're for babies.
I guess I'm thinking of Universal. I've never been to Universal or Disney.
Got some scary shit. Universal's got like the
I've never been to Florida, which is weird.
Oh, dude,
you're gonna go to Florida soon though.
Are you?
October. Yeah.
Ooh, for what? Fright
comedy.
Fest.
Yeah, comedy stuff.
Congratulations. That's exciting.
Thanks. Oh, also you getting married?
I am.
Oh shit!
That way more exciting than comedy in Florida, bud.
Adam, as the president and also a married person, of your call over.
Not recommended. Go on.
Yeah, okay, nailed it. Moved on. Stricken and removed. Don't do it.
I think this is going to be the
stick
first
with
one.
The Sooper Dooper Looper. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm
Just
gonna
do
go
that.
down right here and say I think this is gonna be the first marriage in history to actually work out. So
Wow,
Interesting. Let me know how it goes.
That's what I keep telling her. I'm like, I'm going into this with the best of intentions. I've never seen one of these things work. Like, I've never seen. You know, my parents were divorced. Everybody else, and all the ones that
get a default rate.
it's either you get divorced or you just grow to be unhappy. It seems like I'm trying to find, unless you get really old, and then I feel like it kind of comes around. Like when you have like really old couples, they love each other. You know what I mean? But there's that weird like 40s, 50s, 60s period where you're like, motherfucker,
why are we still doing this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, can you kill me already?
Well, right now it feels good. I'm excited. I'm happy.
Damn. All right.
Turn the cameras off.
Nice. Turn the cameras off. Can you turn them off? Turn them off now? Could you? Thank you, bud.
No, it's exciting. I mean, it's gonna be fun.
When's the day?
It's gonna be in May of next year.
Okay.
I know the day, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. I don't come to my
wedding. Yeah, no, of course.
I'm not giving you guys any details.
Well, see, the thing about that, buddy, is that they still wouldn't know where it is, right?
I know.
Like, let's search all.
I will say where we are getting married is next to a river, and the lady that was taking us through the keeping the death theme going, she goes, yeah, it's very rare, but like we'll get at least 3 corpses that go down this river every year. And I was like, hope we get lucky. Here's hoping, right? That'd be awesome.
Like, I saw a guy drown here once.
yeah, at some guy's wedding. It was awesome.
That's Beatrice's husband there. Yeah. Married 3 years ago, killed himself.
I was like, why would you, if you're trying to like sell me this venue, why would you tell me that?
It's his husband beach. Welcome. Just all the sad, lonely.
They all end up there.
That's like trying to sell a house and being like, last owner murdered babies right here. Anyway, attic over there. It's like, whoa, go back to the baby murder part. Why would you sell me that? Yeah.
It is, and it's nice because like now that we got it locked down, I am reverting and doing things that I would have never done to it. Things that I thought would have turned off women that I was trying to court. I'm now being like, I'm a figure guy now. Like I like Godzilla shit. I'm buying Godzilla shit. What's she gonna do?
Shit.
Divorce me?
Going all the way in.
See?
Yeah. So as a nerd who has a bunch of nerdy
disgusting stuff,
like comic books and statues and stuff, I'll put my camera around my house. You can tell me how many things of mine are out here.
Well, the nice thing is that she has actual taste. Like she knows how to decorate, and she likes the things for the most part. Like the thing is, I limit it to a few genres. Okay. So I got a little bit into some Godzilla stuff because I like the aesthetics of Mothra, sue me, right? Gotcha. But I also really like Simpson shit. Simpson shit actually goes with a lot of other stuff. The colors work for some reason, so the yellow kind of mixes it nicely with like weird paintings and things that she'll pick out of the trash. She's done that on multiple occasions. I've come home and be like,
shit they go well with. That's cool.
I've come home and there's just been like a pair of antlers in the living room, and I was like, what the fuck are these? And she was like, can you believe someone's just throwing that away? I'm like, yeah, that's trash. That's garbage.
Yeah, that was on an animal's head. So who's now dead, I would presume.
And that was the one thing she didn't do anything with, was the antlers. The antlers just kind of sat there until they got thrown out. But we do have a lot of trash paintings in the house that are literally like from the trash. Yeah. But they look nice.
Okay. All right, good.
They look nice.
And you're working in the Simpsons.
You'd never know. We also have a great picture. I'll see if I can find it, of our friend Casey Casey Kuftic. Shout out Casey Kuftic.
Been on the pod.
He gave us this portrait of this woman and this older man, and she looks terrified. It's this Asian woman, and she looks so scared. But they're like, and he's like posing for the portrait.
Right.
And I was like, hey, Casey, what's the deal with this? What's the deal with this? And he's like, oh, that's for you. And so his dad passed away, and when he went to clear out the garage, he found this painting, and the painting is of his dad's friend and someone who they assume is a hooker. And I was like, yes, dude, that's right on our wall. They greet us as soon as we come in. It's fucking amazing. She's like, get off
that's
me.
Amazing.
And he's like, this is great.
Dude, you guys would have had the portrait of Kramer. Like Seinfeld in your fucking house.
I will buy that from you for, well, let's say she's Asian. 40 million yen.
But you throw a high number out. Like, I'll buy it for you for 1,000. No, 2,000. However much. Blank check. Give me that.
It is my prized possession. We will not be.
That's pretty great.
It's pretty great.
I'm sorry, dude. You can put your drinks over there, dude, if you need to.
I didn't want to, and now I'm
I know it's fine.
Sorry. Anyway, Ask me.
That's
I
amazing.
put a lot of Tito's in this. Ask me. I'm better now.
You want to do?
Oh, we got to do plugs. Yeah, and then we got to go to right after that. We'll do some more.
Actually, you know what? I do have some stuff to plug.
Hell yeah, dude. Why don't you get yourself ready? I got some stuff going on.
Well, then in that case, buddy, you start. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't
There
hear
you
me.
go. Now I can hear you.
Oh,
Sorry, that was very
all
weird.
these chords. Anyway, check me out. IamNeilWood.com. Go there. I got dates for Adam and I and some solo dates coming up as well. I would really like for people to come out to the Cape May, New Jersey, August 19th. Come on out to that. Right in Cape May, New Jersey at Slack Tide Brewing Company. 6 p.m. show. Really cool venue. Got Cody Wright and also Matt Himes. Matt Himes has been on our shows. Cody's been on podcasts and our shows. It's a really fun lineup put on by Ryan Curtis. And then, of course, August 20th, come on out right here on Passyunk Ave over at Make You Laugh, hosted by Del Gold and Mike Salvi. Come on out to that. Passyunk Ave right there. It's right in South Philly. Come out. It's a good old fucking time. They got food and everything going on. BYOB. It's going to be a good time just to shoot some shit. And, of course, you want to hit, I'll hit August 13th. Of course, at the Pop-In. Come out to the Pop-In, Adam and I, and an awesome fucking lineup of Guy Schiavi, Jake Matera, and Steve Bickle. 3 of our favorites, if anything. I just got to watch Jake. Super funny dude. Love him a bunch. He's got a nice album out. You can check out all the information at dropin.com/events. Go there and get it. Adam, what you got coming up?
Yeah, as Neil said, obviously this Saturday, go check that out. Follow me at Adam Nutter on all the social media stuff. Go follow the Porcupine, youtube.com/Adam Nutter for that. I was just on the Thing Is podcast over with the Shannon over at Gas Digital. That'll be out soon. Go check that out. It was fun time. And yeah, I have stuff coming up, but nothing solidified yet as far as other shows.
We got to work on our like looking to camera and not looking like we're autistic and doing math in our head. I think.
But I am autistic and doing math.
We're like, hey, come out. We're like, just hold on, give me a second. Yeah, all right, 2, 3, 7 are quantified. Like we're all to the side. All right, Seamus. This way, Adam can pull up the rest of the shit we got to plug. So, Seamus, hit it.
You guys have way more plugs than me. I will say I have a show tomorrow, Comedy on Pine. For some reason, this flyer is covering up the venue, but it's 2840 Pine Road, Huntington Valley, PA. So come hang out. That's going to be at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm on that.
You are on that? Did you just plug that?
Yeah, I'm on that.
Nice.
I
your name's not on here.
No, I know, but I'm on it.
Oh, well, where's the venue?
Hold on. It's in Ben Salem.
Oh, for real?
It's in Ben Salem.
I'm fucking up, but it's going to be fun.
Dude, thank God you said that. I'm totally forgot I was on that. I'm doing the podcast.
Listen, that's why I'm here, man.
Good call, bud.
Well, that sucks now because one of my plugs is also one of your plugs. What the fuck do I have to offer to this? Jesus Christ. All right, so come see Adam tomorrow at Adam's show. Fuck me. But I also do a podcast if you guys want to check it out. I do a podcast with my mom. It's called My Dumbass Mom. She named it. I did not name it.
It's true.
And we do a lot of weird shit. I don't know how to describe it. My mom is a fucking psychopath, and so we have fun conversations. We ate dog food on the last episode if you want to hear that. We do a lot of weird stuff. There's puppets, there's characters, there's celebrity guests sometimes.
It's a podcast that you think would come from a dude who wears a Sooper Dooper Looper shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
So what do you expect?
If you're liking what you're seeing, come hang out with my mom. My mom's actually 10 times funnier than me, so it's a good time. My dumbass mom.
That's true. Nice. Adam, pull up our stuff if you haven't already. Check out droptent.com. Go there for all our show dates and details, obviously. Of course, you can check out our merch. There's some new stuff up there for the Cult of Us. You can check out some
people
some
already
shirts.
buying them.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
People are digging the new merch. Get those
I like it.
hats.
I'm gonna try to keep adding stuff. Sorry, but didn't mean to talk over. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep adding stuff. There's some new stuff up there for you. I'm liking the quality, so it's looking good. Of course, if you want to go, subscribe to our newsletter. If you haven't done that already, you might get some promo codes for, a little off the merch or shows and stuff like that. Do that. Go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/cult of us. Easy thing to do. $1 gets you in the door, a bunch of extra content. Yeah, we've done it for a bit now. So there's a bunch of archive content you can check out, video and audio, whatever you want to do at the $1 level. $3 level, you get in. We like to, go on Discord and check out some MMA fights and lots of different kinds of stuff. But basically, it's our watch tier. All right, you come on, watch shit with us, check us out, hang out, shoot the shit. It's a good ass time. A lot of MMA fights. I think there was just one. Again, I keep having shows
2 Saturdays ago. I called it on Discord. But it was fucking. I told you, there's like a lot of people in there. It was fun.
Yeah,
so,
awesome.
If more you guys join that tier, like it's fun. Everybody hangs out in there. Like I said, no one usually talks on the mic. Everybody's respectful of, the commentators and stuff like that. Every now and then, somebody be like, "Yo, that was nuts." But usually, we just keep the talking and like the.
When we started, I realized I guess we fucked up. it was like a lot of talking and honestly, I get it. That's our bad. Well, yeah, go on, hang out. We'll just shoot the shit in the comments and have a good time. Of course, go over and do our $5 tier. All right, you get all the other tiers. And every other month, we're gonna pull a name out of the hat. So
actually, we're doing that today.
We got to do it today. We got to do it now, right?
We're gonna do it. Finish the $5 tier plug.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. The whole pitch here is $5 each month. Every other month. All right, we're gonna pull out a name. You get a tattoo done by @Curls Jr. All right, she's an awesome artist. All her info at patreon.com/cult of us. All right, you can check out her. She's been at conventions. She's done Adam's work. You're gonna get a full color softball size. These are her words. Softball size tattoo done very well, right in Wilmington, Delaware. So it's in the tri-state area. It's worth the money to do it, even gas prices. So fucking do it, and it helps us out. And you get all the other shit. All right, there we go. It's enough fucking prostitution. Why don't we just pick this name out of the hat, huh?
Okay. All right. I'm very excited. By the way, Neil and I were talking behind doors today, and we're gonna we got of course things stop loading. Cool. Totally won't load. Hold on.
I got you.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got a nice little spiral wheel thing.
There
we go.
Oh yeah.
We are good.
Nice little wheel. This way we don't. It's not an actual hand in a hat. We're gonna try to make it fair. Give it up to the algorithm.
Oh, is it not letting me share it?
You
because
bitch. You should have tested this.
No, because of StreamYard, I meant.
Well, then you're gonna have to do it on your end, and then everyone's just gonna have to trust it. I don't know why. Excuse me. I don't know why anyone would lie. So
I hear you.
Doesn't benefit you at all.
No, we're good. You guys see this?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Man.
Nice.
Woo, all right, ready. One
all
spin. Right. So there's Jamie, Tim, Adam, and Dickie.
Oh, Dickie Walnuts, please lose, dude. Dickie Walnuts cannot win this. Dickie, please don't win this. Dickie Walnuts, it's a fan of ours. I love him a bunch, but it's just he's a Florida guy. He cannot win. Do not go against him. No, it's actually fine.
Here we go. Ready?
Come on, Dickie. Please, no. Come on, Dickie, no. I want your walnuts to be dry. Get out of here. Get out of here. Jamie! Yeah.
Nope.
No!
Oh, Dickie! I was behind you 100%, baby. Sorry, Jamie. That was kind of crazy. Wow.
If I didn't pay for these headphones, Dickie, I would have smashed them.
Dude, that fucking wheel kept creeping. That was crazy.
Dickie Walnuts,
a wonderful person.
Wonderful guy. No, good job, Dickie. Thanks, bud. I appreciate you. Part of the bit. Good stuff. We'll send over a message to sweet Curls Jr. there and let her know and enjoy the sweet old tattoo.
Yeah, well, when Dickie's up on the north, we'll let him know.
I know. I'm wondering. I mean, Dick, well, also, I'm going to be sending Dickie a shirt, I think. Okay. I'm going to send Dickie a shirt. Dickie, reach out to me, DM me, bud. I'm going to send you a shirt of your choosing on me. All right, you let me know, and I'm sending that bitch out, all right? You know my DMs. Find me on the shit. I'm sending you a shirt, dude. You deserve it. Good job. All right, let's get back into some shit and fucking get over to the end, baby.
That was your last one. I'm sorry.
Take it. Eat it.
I got scared.
I have tons. I have a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I got eat the rest.
I got scared because I looked at the...
I mean, I technically have a job in which I can't technically say exactly what you're pointing at,
Yes,
but
yes.
totally can have all of it. yeah, I got tons, baby boy.
No, I just was worried about
Eat
the
the strength.
dosage. Yeah,
I think the dosage is pretty low on
You know
that.
what's so crazy though? Somebody gave me one of these things at one point.
No, you're fine.
And I took half of it, and I was like on a different fucking planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. My tolerance has been so low these days. I used to be like all day, every day.
I know.
You know, and now it's like
I thought you were all weeded up. No,
not anymore, man. I don't know.
that happened possibly to a person I know recently.
Yeah.
Possibly a comic named Otis might have given a thing, and then afterwards been like, "Hey, just let you know that's 100 milligrams."
Holy
and I went
shit.
like, "Well, I gotta go home."
So when I was in college and I was, all day, every day, I remember we had this party and my buddies used to sell. They used to make edibles, and this kid came over, Moses, and we were all just hanging out. We were listening to music, getting a little drunk, right? And he ate all these cookies. He starts scarfing down these cookies on the thing, and I go, "Damn, Moses, I didn't know you got down like that." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You just ate like 6 edibles." He's like, "I've never had an edible in my life." Dude, we were like, "Well, guess what, baby boy? You're on the roller coaster now. You gotta let it go, right?
Brother Bear, have fun on this trip."
Dude, he came down. We were all having a good time. We were like watching a movie or something. There was like 16 people there, and he came down. He was like, "Cut the music." we had to turn the music off. We were like, "Are you good, man?" He was like, "I just don't know why any of us are fucking alive." I was like, "Yup."
Great line, dude.
And he was like, "And my balls are warm." I was like, "Yep."
Yeah, I guess
This
that's
scene in Reservoir Dogs.
Bad for him because you could tell that he was like terrified. I've been there. I was watching one time. I put on Sesame Street to kind of cool myself off, and that was the worst possible. Like I was so high that I was like,
that's giant Muppets yelling in your face.
Oh, sounds like a nightmare.
That's like doing acid or shrooms and watching Sesame Street.
I love children's television, dude. I watched episode of Mr. Rogers the other day where he watched a dude. I was also
drown in the school.
Yeah, and he was like, Seamus should get married here. I watched him make a dude. Watch a dude make him a sandwich, and it was like more engrossing than any fucking movie I've seen in like years. Like I was so locked in, and it was so weird because Mr. Rogers is like, one of my heroes. I love that guy, but he is a fucking weirdo, dude. Like.
I have a theory of anybody who chooses any man who chooses to choose their life in children's entertainment is either a pedophile or he truly is a good guy who
he's a good guy. I think Fred Rogers was
hold
a
on
good guy.
There's no in the middle though. Okay,
yeah, that's it.
There's no in the middle. You either you fuck those kids or you truly love those kids,
or you're like a complete piece of shit where you're like doing cocaine and it's just a nightmare. Offset.
Oh, you guys
talking like Death for Smoochie.
That's the movie I couldn't think of. Thank you. Yeah,
I had a friend who worked for a more local. It was like a more regional children's show.
Oh god,
I won't mention what it was, but there were puppets on this show, and it would be on like on the weekend. It would be like a runner or something, or she worked in
PA or something,
something like that. And the guy who interacted with the Muppets all the time, he would go out and be like, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're learning about numbers. And they would call and be like, you do not want to know how much heroin I did yesterday. Like,
oh, God.
yeah. You'd be like,
no.
I guess you guys introduced the third part.
There's the third option.
There is a third option.
Yeah.
Complete degenerate piece of shit.
But
2 or 3 of those are bad. So, only one of those is good.
No,
guess how many bags I did?
Yeah.
One.
Guess how many spoons I ruined.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers was a saint, dude. He and I know that motherfucker. He went. It was an episode where he was trying to show kids the restaurant experience, and I was really fucking high. And I was watching this, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna learn how to go to a restaurant. And he goes and he sits down, and the lady brings him thing, and he's explaining very nicely, okay, fork, spoon, knife. This is what this is for. This is all great. She's gonna bring you a menu. Nobody freak out. And it's very good to watch when you're high because he is really spelling out here's everything that's gonna happen. You have nothing unexpected to worry about. Except the lady then comes back to the table and goes, hey, Fred, we're not that busy right now. Do you want to just come in the kitchen and watch us make your food? And he's like, sure. And I immediately was like, that is not the restaurant experience.
Right.
That is not the restaurant experience. And then he goes back. And he goes back, and the chef there is like, all right, I got your order right here. Let's see what you got. I'm like, oh God, I can't wait to see what Mr. Rogers ordered. My man got a cheese sandwich with lettuce and tomato at a fucking restaurant. I'm like,
that's psychotic.
Home. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Take that home. And then the guy makes it, gives it to him, and then Mr. Rogers goes to a cash register that's inside of the kitchen and pays for it and leaves. I was like, none of that was the restaurant experience. Like none of that was that is the experience if you are going to a restaurant as Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers filming a TV bit.
Either that or some dickhead producer's like, hey man, listen, we're going to cut the whole thing where you also then show like the making of the food. We got to cut it. He's like, no, the kids need to know the hard work that goes in the kitchen. All right, they gotta know.
Great if it was just like an hour and a half of him eating, and like there's a kid crying behind him, and he's just like, "Shut the fuck up!" And he's like,
"I'm trying to eat my fucking sandwich."
Yeah.
Anyway, so the lettuce goes down first.
Sometimes people get in your space, and you got to show them who's boss.
You got to smack a bitch.
Sometimes Philippe does a little too much cocaine at work, and he's gonna want to try to steal your pay. Now listen,
I just like the idea of just cracked out children's show host. Dude, how many balloons of heroin can you shove on my asshole?
Especially like the lower rent ones, you know, like the ones that aren't like, these are like public access shows.
So tough.
Like,
so tough. I know that's where you got to start. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like with anything, you have to start there. But
the open mic of children's television,
it unsettles me. I don't know what it
well,
is.
He had the best show, and the worst part of that show was the puppet part. I always thought when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Because he does all the voices of the puppets, so it was really creepy to me.
He does all of them.
He does all the voices of the puppets. If you go back and watch,
it's like you just found out Santa wasn't real.
Yeah,
wait, he does all of them?
No, what?
No, but not the one with the hat though, right? Not that
one.
No,
that's a real guy.
You know what cracked me up? So high as shit watching Mr. Rogers, and I was like, damn, this trolley has a lot of character. You remember that? Do you remember watching the show? I was like, this trolley is a sassy little bitch. Like this trolley is like Tootin and Tweetin.
I didn't know that, dude. I All right, name of the app, Tootin and Tweetin. There it is.
Tootin and Tweetin.
That's the way it goes. Sometimes it just finds
that
itself.
trolley is who Mr. Rogers really wanted to be. That's the.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, like he found himself in that character. That's his true essence.
I can really be myself when I'm just bells.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I had no idea about that. That's crazy. I always thought it was just like same thing with Sesame Street, like different actors.
Oh, no,
I didn't realize it was all his voice.
Well, he had like other human people that lived in the Muppet world,
right?
With like Daniel Tiger and the King, and I think there was an old lady. Wasn't there an old lady?
Yeah,
dude, the old lady Muppet.
You've reverted. Muppet. What is it like? Because as a cult that we are, like, we need to really be able to access your childhood in a lot of ways. Like, we want to try to bring people in and have them really just indoctrinated into exactly what we do and really ask no questions. Yeah, really. So you reverted to be a child, like now, even as an adult at 30. Oh, yeah. Whatever.
That's sure. I'm 31, but I keep saying 32.
Got it. 30, it's okay. So you're not. What is it like? So you always high when you watch these? Are you always high, or you will just check them out sometimes? No, how much children's television are you watching, Seamus?
Oh, not that much, honestly, because there are other programs that are like children's programs for adults.
Oh, nice.
Figure, right?
True.
You guys ever watch Aerial America? It's a great fucking show. It's on the Smithsonian Channel. Cosmos, a great show to watch. Cosmos. You know, there's some other shit too. I don't know. I watch mostly I don't really watch as much. All I watch is wrestling. You're really walking this back,
so it's interesting.
When I get high, I go, I want to feel like I did when I was a kid.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I get that, dude. I feel that because I mean, I have a whole sleeve of '90s cartoons tattooed on me, so I get that feeling because it's like, oh, if I was a kid and I was able to smoke weed, I'd be watching Rocko's Modern Life.
Well, you high as an adult is you as a child without weed.
That's the thing. The high as an adult is
the same.
You forget all the shit you went through, and you can just be a observer again and go, you know what? Making crayons is crazy. I would love to see how that's made. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. I do want to see that. Thank you. Actually.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that bit.
Yeah.
The crayon bit.
Well, not just
you
crayons,
just triggered a fucking Pandora's box in my memory.
You know what else pissed me off? This motherfucker. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't watch this when I'm an adult because I was being.
Well, now you're being very critical.
I was being
critical of a kid show.
But he does the whole thing where he comes in and he sings to you and he takes off his outside shoes and puts his inside shoes on. Right. He put his inside shoes on and then he went to the restaurant I was like, motherfucker, those are your inside shoes. What are you doing?
Continuity.
Give me technical notes.
Yeah.
It's like Han Solo between movies, between the red stripe and the yellow stripe.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's just such a weird. I mean, really, the fucking messing around. It's just a weird line that you're doing because you're getting high and watching it to feel like a kid, but at the same time, you're giving very critical notes as your age.
Yeah. Well, listen. Well, before I did comedy, I wanted to be an actor initially, but originally what it was I wanted to be on one of those shows because I like Reading Rainbow and shit.
Right,
I love
right,
that.
yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, the best fucking possible life is you being like, I have a show where I just make pottery with Native Americans. You know what I mean? Like that was what LeVar Burton did in one episode. I was like, that looks awesome. Just you know. So yeah, I don't know. I've always had a weird appreciation for how they do it because I think bad kids TV is really fucking bad. And you know what upsets me now is that on PBS, from what I've seen, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like right now everything is animated. And I think animated shows for kids are not bad.
I didn't know
but there should be a mix. You should have
I
actual
agree.
people on TV to show kids like, hey, you see how that guy has some bags under his eyes?
Right.
Maybe you, baby. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like
something more raw.
Yeah, it's not all fucking backyardigans, my guy. Shit's real. Sometimes people make crayons. Sometimes there's factories out here. There's things happening.
Sometimes people don't know what shoes to put on when they leave the house.
Yeah, sometimes dumb
bitch and put on his inside loafers.
No. You know what? You know what really brought this up back around for me the other day is I was in Philly AIDS Thrift, which is like kind of like a I would say it's a little hipstery. I would say hipstery.
It's a thrift store in Philly, so yeah.
Everybody in there is upset their dad in one way or another, right? And they started playing like "It's Such a Good Feeling," and like everybody dropped their bags. Like while the song was like everyone was just standing around being like, "Where am I? Where am I?" You know, like we just fucked up everybody.
Am I being raptured?
Yeah. It's finally here to get me. Yeah,
just like an apocalypse, like horn over town. Like, you're like, oh shit! Dude, game on.
Yeah.
That could be eerie. That would be very strange.
Nice. I mean, I like that. I liked what else was good? All the you know what I hated? You ever watch Zaboomafoo? We're getting to kids TV. You never watched Zaboomafoo?
No.
For real?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you guys grew up with cable.
Write all this down, Adam. I'm writing this down because I want to get more
cable.
people into my cult. So I'm going to write this down as Zaboomafoo.
I didn't have cable until I was an adult living on my own, so I had to.
Zaboomafoo sounds like a foreign word for a shit.
You know,
it doesn't. I don't know what it
like
is.
The toucan's name in
dude,
fucking.
It's a Boomafoo in that bush.
You know about the Krat brothers? Have you ever heard of the Krat brothers?
You're fucking with me now. Now I know it's fake.
The crap.
Krat.
K-R-A-T-T.
Can you pull up Zaboomafoo? Can we get a picture of
Zaboomafoo?
Yes.
Spelled the way it sounds?
Yeah. A-Z-A-B-O-O.
Russian.
Got it.
Yeah. Listen, Google's not going to front on Zombie.
Oh, this fucking thing.
Yeah. So here's the problem with this is they had an awesome show where it was just adults talking about nature. And then they were like, kids hate this. We need a fucking puppet. I was a kid and I was like, I don't like this puppet. I would rather this puppet was the worst part of the
lemur,
show.
Right?
Oh,
yeah,
get out of the way of the Krat brothers. Let them do their thing, dude. Come on. I don't want to see this. But they had a show before there and they had a little cartoon guy on the first one, but he wasn't the main focus of the show. And this show was like, I was like, just show me animals. I want to see nature. I want to see, I want to see the real lemur. I don't want to see,
You can learn.
There's a PlayStation game.
Oh, dude. All right.
Who's Raspberry Pieing that later?
Yeah. This guy who's 100%ing the Zaboomafoo.
Holy shit. No, that looks
what's
sort
up,
of...
everybody? Welcome to my gaming channel. They were speed running Zaboomafoo, the number adventure.
Unsubscribe.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this right now. There's definitely a niche for that.
Dude, I was kidding too. I would guarantee you get more subscribers than you would. You would
do it, dude. Have your mom and you try to run through it. Holy shit!
Oh, that would be funny, dude. If you and your mom speed ran Zaboomafoo on your podcast.
While walking through the woods one day, Chris and Martin saw something strange. A little leaping lemur who liked to bounce and play. They followed their new bouncing friend, not knowing where the adventure would end. The animals were headed just around the bend. Where are they going?
What?
I don't know. How do we get there? Come on, let's go. Me and you and Zaboomafoo. Let's fucking go, my guy.
Wow.
Dude, that's got to be a podcast.
Listen,
then. There's no way.
Kids that don't have cable know that.
I know, right?
Song, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Because even as a teenager, it was like, all right, I'm either watching Judge Judy or I'm watching Zaboomafoo. I guess I'll look at some rhinos.
Man.
Jesus Christ.
I went such the wrong way in my life.
It was bleak.
The leaders have learned today. I went the wrong way. I feel
Damn.
like. Yeah. That sounds like such a happier existence. I feel like I went from a young age to just stuff that was way too hard.
Yeah.
I should have kept more Saboomafoo in my life.
I didn't do it by choice, man. I'm saying I was plugged in because I had 3 channels.
I know, but I mean, like out and about, other kids would have, like some kid would have a phone, or we'd go to their house and they'd be, it would be like, hey, have you seen
porn?
Awful. Just that or death or
just
awful.
What's that one site where it was just people dying all the time?
Yeah, rotten.com.
Hold on. There's like a 14,000. Yeah, rotten.com, motherless.com.
Those I don't know. I only know rotten.com.
Live Leak.
That I didn't know from an early age either.
Fuck.
It's not important. This isn't a quiz.
I know, but
fine.
I'm just trying to think of.
Remember
E-Bombs World?
Mad. E-Bombs. I knew those are the two. I knew E-Bombs.
But E-Bombs World wasn't a lot of death shit, was it?
Early on, E-Bombs World was like 2 guys, 1 jar.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then they kind of went still
it's
like
sandbox.
Still like extreme stuff, but not like decapitations and stuff.
No, you know what was the bad thing for me was I went in. It was skate video. I started to try to because I liked skating and snowboarding and stuff, and then that quickly went into people posting the fuck ups. And fingers that fucking broke in half and stuff. And then I start, you start to go down that whole, thing. And then before you know it, I'm fucking sucking dick for a video of a guy who's just got hit by a train.
Wait, what? You need more. You need more. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Start by watching skate videos and you end up watching the fucking Dagestan Russian soldier get fucking beheaded.
Supreme Court is right. I know porn when I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never had interest in watching like death shit.
No, it wasn't. I think it was a lonely boy in a house full of women who was like, I heard the boys talk. You know what I mean?
With me, when I was younger, I wanted to see shit because like you're like isolated and you're like you don't understand like the shit out. And then once I actually got to see a bunch of real life fucked up shit, now as a 35-year-old, I'm like, I'm good. Like I don't want to see
cartoons on his arms, and he wants to watch the Fumafu, which is fine.
I think almost everybody in the comedy scene has seen me do my favorite move is I go, you guys want to see my new headshots? And they go, yeah. And it's just Tub Girl every time. Every time it's just Tub Girl.
What is Tub Girl?
Hold on.
No. Is this the she melted into the tub? Is that that one?
No. But wait, Neil, do you want to see my new headshots?
Yeah, dude, I would love to see. I have no idea.
Dude,
hold on. Can you? Yeah. Well, Adam, hold on real quick. Could you just stop? Because no, he's not going to show to the camera.
No, I'm just going to pass it to you.
No, Adam, he's got a picture. He wants to show me some headshots. He just got new headshots.
No, it's just brand new headshots.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Dude, these look good.
Thank you.
These look good. What'd you do with your hair?
I wet it.
You clearly
did.
It
up a little bit, yeah. What do you think about
that? I have to say, the
it's
arc on the comb over is really nice.
It's impressive, right?
It is really good.
Accuracy.
And the color that you did, really nice. It's almost like a diarrhea color, which is nice.
Almost. Yeah. Where is she now? I hope she's settled down. Now?
She's actually a senator.
Yeah.
No one knows, but she's actually.
I actually saw somebody melt into a couch.
Oh yeah, he has.
Like on the
no, as a cop, he saw that shit.
It was so hot. This fat lady died, and no one knew. And then it was so hot, she melted into the couch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a bomber.
So I saw that with my eyes and
smells, sense, everything.
By the way, that shit lives with you forever. The smell.
Yeah, it's still every once in a while.
So I could think of it.
Yeah, and it'll it triggers. It's weird. It's also a really good way to just break at him sometimes. I'll just kind of do shit.
Oh, it's really happening to him right now.
No, it goes. Wow. Dude, remember,
if I talk about it, it stays with you, and it's a memory, and it smell. It's because the smell is it's unparalleled.
How many quarters were in that couch?
Oh, it's an interesting thing.
I'm sorry, Adam.
No, they made out like bandits that day.
They made out.
I stole it.
He hooked up with her, and they got all the quarters out of the couch.
It's like you just take a straw with you.
Oh, that is pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
But that one was tied with the worst smell I've ever smelled.
Right.
With the other guy man, I don't know how it took people this long to call 911. I gotta be honest with you.
damn.
This guy was dead for so long, and it was like an
Yeah.
apartment complex. I'm not exaggerating. I was a block and a half away, and I was like, "What the fuck is that smell?"
Yeah,
That's
bad.
the
A
truth.
block and a half
What happened
away.
to
in
him?
New
What
York.
happened to him?
He just died, and then no one knew.
No one.
Whoa.
And you gotta remember,
So
like,
he was a white dude. This is important. He
Ew.
was white. Gross. He was white, but he was black.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He
Yeah.
was completely.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I had a so Irish blood in me. I had an ancestor die of consumption,
Oh, okay.
and it was like the
Yeah.
1830s, and he
Yeah.
was so dark skinned at that point because of the consumption that they marked him down as Native American. So for a long time in my family, I could have been doing some Elizabeth Warren shit where I was just like, dude,
Son of a bitch.
yeah, I could have gone to Harvard, but no, he was just a drunk.
I'm 1/16 burnt.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that crazy,
1/16
though?
sick. Is that something?
And there was also Topper. Not kidding either. There was moss growing on him.
Yeah.
Ooh, giving back to the earth.
I thought you were like, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier.
But those smells were the same, but the melted lady was a grosser sight to look at. They were both gross to look at, but that was a grosser sight to look at. The smells are pretty much almost equal.
Yeah. How fat?
The dude or the chick?
Big old boy?
lady.
No, big old boy.
She was bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, like 2 something, like high twos.
High twos.
High too.
And she was short, so like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gross.
Are you doing an assessment or I'm
I'm
just going around taking samples from multiple big
The other
people
guy
with
was a bigger
tons of
guy too.
couches.
The other guy was like a bigger guy. Like he was also taller. He was like 6 something, but like two something. But gross.
Well, why these are crazy, right? Is it? I mean, time of year, right? Are these both summertime?
Yeah.
Are these both right? That's
One was
worst,
August.
though.
I'll never forget. One was August. I forget the other month. The
Yeah.
other one. The white black guy. I don't remember that month. But August was the lady, and it was right on the beach. It was right on the beach.
Have I ever told you? Have I ever told you my tub story from my mom's house?
Is it about your headshots?
I was gonna say your
Yeah,
headshots.
I'm not falling for
Oh
this
shit! I
again,
did that
dude.
backwards.
Yeah.
No, it's I usually frame it as a ghost story. I'm gonna stop framing it as ghost story because ghosts are bullshit. But
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but after you tell the story, you have to tell the story your mom told you. When she was a kid.
Yeah, oh, Jesus
Dude, that's a
Christ,
psychotic
yeah.
story.
I feel like haven't I told that on here or something?
Who gives a
Have you
fuck?
just
We have
made me tell
a
this
new
story?
audience and it's bigger.
All right, yeah,
You're going to retell the
yeah,
story.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking, I hate that lady now. I went to her and she told me to quit comedy, but I do a bit about it. I was losing my mind during COVID. It was like the first month of COVID, and I smoked a bunch of weed. And so my family had this family psychic that they would go to, and her card fell off the shelf, and I was like, "It's a sign.
Oh god.
It's a sign." So I called her up. And
You suck.
she has dementia. She has Alzheimer's
shit.
because I called her and I made an appointment, and she must have seen that the number was there, and so she called me back 7 times to make sure that the appointment was confirmed. And then she was like, "Well, it's COVID. You can't come here, so you have to send me pictures of you and like 2 other people." And then she like went through and said all this shit. She told me my one friend, Mike, who I think we all know, who died. Mike Brooks, who passed away.
Yeah.
She was like, "Do you know Mike?" And I was like, "Oh, my friend Mike just passed away." And she was like, "Oh, he's in hell." Yeah, isn't that crazy? I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of shit is that to say to somebody?" Right?
All he did was bring laughter. He's like, yeah, he's in hell now. I know,
I
it's
was like,
crazy.
what the fuck? I was
All
like,
comics go to hell. It's a
and then
different movie.
And then she told me to fucking quit comedy because she was like, what the fuck did she say? She was like, "Oh, well, you're gonna have 2 kids and you're gonna live in a small house." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm really trying to do this like comedy thing." And she was like, No, baby, you gotta take care of those kids." And I was like, "What kids, bitch? What are you talking about?" And she also told me COVID could come in on your shoes. Like, she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Then I went to my mom and I was like, "Mom, this psychic's bullshit." And she was like, "Well, she was real when I was a kid." And I was like, "Or you were all stupid. What the fuck?" Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I guess I could tell the story about the psychic because it'll go better now. But my mom babysat for her, right? And my mom, and this is part of the reason that I grew up thinking, maybe ghosts could potentially be real, right? I've always kind of had that in the back of my mind. And
Yeah, this story freaked me out when you first.
I'm back to being full on like materialist in a way where it's like, I went down a bunch of spiritual rabbit holes, and I'm almost rejecting that now because of some of this bullshit. Where I'm like, I kind of went psychotic for a while.
You were a little out
especially
there
during COVID. But
you got it back. You're fine.
I'm bouncing back slowly but surely. Yeah. You could
Another
always
rebound.
fix your brain. Yeah, just microdose every day. But So she babysat for this psychic lady, and this psychic. That's the other thing is I was freaking out about this, and I still freak about this. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, she told me to quit comedy. What if she's right? What if I'll never make it? Blah, 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 blah. And then somebody pointed out there, hey, if she was real, would she be located in Roxborough? I was like, yeah, that's probably a fair point, actually. Just like a weird neighborhood in Philly. But anyway, so my mom babysat for this woman, and my mom's one of 10. And she was the third kid in the family. She was the third one. And both of her older sisters had quit. They'd said, we stopped. And they would ask you like, hey, why'd you quit? And they just wouldn't talk about it. Right. So my mom was like, okay, well, I'll just volunteer with her. I'll help her, not volunteer. I'll babysit her kid. She'll pay me. It'll be nice. And she had twins. And she had 2 twins. Oh, no. And they went to the mom and dad went to like opera or something. And my mom was watching these kids. And she said, and there's an update detail to this, Adam, that you might appreciate. Okay. She said that at one point they were watching TV and all of the electricity went off. Okay. All of the electricity in the house went off, and the kids pulled her off the sofa and pulled her into the kitchen under the table. And she was like, what is going on? And they were like, shut up.
Shut up, bitch.
Don't talk.
You fucking goddamn
mouth. Shut the fuck up, right? And I was like, what the fuck? The back door connected to their backyard, and it opened, and there were these 2 muddy boots that came in. My mom said muddy boots, and she said there was like 10 seconds of banging. It was like bang, 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 bang. The lights go back on, the boots are gone, and they come back out. All of the kitchen cabinets and all of the drawers in the kitchen are open. Okay. Like you can envision this like a movie kind of. Sure. The kids run and they go and call the opera, and I guess they must have had a thing where they were like, go get my parents. They came back, paid my mom like double, and my mom was like, what happened? They're like, thank you so much. Good night. And that was the last time my mom babysat for them. And my mom told me this, and she told it under the guise of like, I think spirits are real. Right. You know what she failed to mention?
Oh, don't ruin this for me.
You know what she failed to mention until like a year ago? They had like a belligerent cousin that lived in the basement that would like come and do fucked up shit all the time.
That's a big point left out.
Yes, I know. I'm like, why would you go ghosts if the guy is in the basement?
No, it was spirits.
Talking about
no, it must have been spirits. Yeah. I mean, muddy boots.
She was like, he was a little off. He would come in and tear the house up sometimes.
Know,
oh, like the exact fucking thing that happened to you. Okay, cool. Thank you.
He's diagnosed obviously bipolar, and he doesn't take medication. Dude, but it couldn't have been him. There's no way.
Okay,
because he was downstairs.
When you first told that story,
I didn't know that detail when I.
I know. But like, you have to understand.
Maybe
he gets scared easy.
No, in the frame of reference that was told, it was like it was in my brain. It was like solid one story, one family home. You know, she's babysitting these kids. These kids, like, it's not like these kids got scared. Like, that's not that they didn't get scared. The way he was told, it's like the kids were like, oh my God, like that thing's happening again. We kind of know what to do here. Right. So it's like all these things leading into, but yeah. Oh, by the way, the crazy drunk thing. Yeah, that was it for sure.
There's a follow-up story of like, okay, one of the twins passes away, and the rumor is that she said, don't travel on that day. And the twin was like, well, I'm not going to travel, but I am going to go to ShopRite. And they got in a car accident and died, right? Something like that.
No, I'm not for that.
And whatever.
But I was here for the first thing until
these were the added details that my mom would always put in for flavor. And then she said in college, this woman had a radio show, and so she called her dorm people were like, call up the radio show, talk to this psychic. And my mom was like, I don't want to do that. But they somehow get her to do it. She calls up the psychic, but she doesn't say anything, and it's like dead air. And the lady goes, I know you. And my mom freaks out and hangs up the phone. So like. All my life, my mom's been telling me this shit. I'm like, wow, maybe. I mean, I've gone to a couple psychics in my life with like friends as a joke, and I've been like, well, this is fucking bullshit. But this one lady, I was always like, maybe magic is real. Like maybe this is a fucking thing. And so I held out hope, and then I went to her at the worst possible moment, which was March of 2020, as I was absolutely losing my shit. And she told me to quit comedy, and she told me my friend was in hell, and she told me my fiance had a heavy flow. And I was like, maybe she is psychic. Well, but no, I'm just kidding.
That's just advice.
Yeah, no. That's not no, she was like, she said some other shit.
I saw the blood on your shoes.
Yeah, it was weird. She goes, do you know a Mary Ann? I go, no. She goes, Mary anything? I go, my aunt is Mary Beth. She goes, I'll take it. But I have like OCD, so I locked into the like. She was telling me this quick comedy. I was like, oh no, I'll never fucking make it now because the witch has spoken. The witch of Roxborough has told me that. Whatever. She's probably a nice lady, but is she a nice lady? Because can you be a nice person and be a fucking psychic? Because you're preying on people. That's what you're doing. So I don't think you're a nice lady.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's why Houdini
I'm gonna
was
make
against.
a prediction right now.
Oh shit! What is it? What are you thinking? Well, oh, seer, look into your glass eye.
Oh, here's my prediction. I was gonna say something. I was gonna just say something really mean. I'm not
please
gonna say it. No,
tell us your no. Please,
please
tell the spirits of your voice.
She's out of here, dude. She's the Joe Biden of psychics, dude. The way she called me up fucking 5 times in a row, I was like, this bitch is done. She is so out.
Can you donate $15?
It made me so mad. And you know what? You could definitely find her. Probably.
Yeah, just put in Witch of Roxborough.
She worked with the Philadelphia Police Department in the 70s, the 60s and 70s.
Fuck, wait, hold on now. Now you're dipping into because all those stories I usually check out. Like I check out anytime that the cops dip into. I think they're so fascinating. Anytime cops try to use a psychic on a crime, I always want to check those
anytime
out.
people are like, why do you hate taxes? That's a giant because they're using psychics.
Yeah.
They're solve crime.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I know. And she's like, I have a feeling they're in the river. And then they're like, oh, body's in the river. Fuck, it's crazy.
I know. It's never like, oh, the body, I found it in this tree. It's always like the most obvious body spots. Like it was hidden in a dumpster.
And it just made me so mad because I felt like an idiot for allowing myself to get duped. But on this one off chance, I was like, here's the last time I'm going to try to believe in something like this. And now it backfired so much where I'm like, God's dead. You know what I mean? Like this goes.
Dude, you came over.
I hate your mom for leaving out that detail. I gotta be honest with you. It really bummed me out.
Bro, come on, man.
She wanted the story to be real.
I love my mother, but like I'm so mad. I was so mad, dude.
She wanted the story to be real to herself, so of course she would leave it out.
Shut up.
No, I think she did say
No. Point taken.
Yeah, she did say like, "Oh, I really wanted it to be real."
Yeah, she just wanted it to be real.
I get that. We all want to believe in some bullshit.
I don't, but yeah. I know a lot of people do. I get it. I understand. I mean, you should
probably
believe
in some wacky shit, though, Neil.
I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Yeah, he believes he's a straight man, and that's all.
That is something I will always hold on to. No, I mean,
any conspiracy theories?
I got nothing, dude. No, all of it. I mean, obviously, real conspiracy. I mean, there are. No, I mean, like
birds aren't real.
I mean, like the documented conspiracy, like the murder of Fred Hampton. You know what I mean? Like those are conspiracies that aren't. I don't need to believe.
Well, the Franklin scandal.
The Franklin. That's the real
COINTELPRO.
Those aren't. I mean, I don't need to believe in those.
What was that dude's name? The CIA threw that guy out of the window of that hotel.
Sure. Then you have that was
the Barry Seal stuff.
It was
the LAPD detective.
Those are all documented, though. It's not. It's a conspiracy in the way that it is proven to be. Mind you, it's not going to trial, and no one's been anyone went to jail for it, which they should have, especially in the government. But you know, it's definitely been proven. Them like, yeah, they're definitely this is a conspiracy around hiding evidence. So I mean, in the way that I believe that.
It used to be though, like, no, that's a conspiracy, and then it became like, then evidence came out, and I was like, you still can't prove it though. It was one of those. Like, it started out as like, no, it's complete bullshit, like aliens, and then it's like.
Alien thing.
Hold on. I meant like I was comparing it to like a thing where they were like, no, this doesn't exist. Like I'm saying, like they would say aliens doesn't exist.
Sure.
But then evidence comes out on the CIA drug thing and all that shit, and then they're like, well, you know what? Fuck you. You can't prove it.
Yeah.
It's like that thing. It's like, well, okay, well, you just confirmed the thing that you said was a conspiracy.
Well, where do you come down on aliens? Where do you guys come down on aliens?
Adam, let's take that first.
Okay, so I've been
how far do you think? We're talking Dulce? Are you like all the way Dulce?
What's
Dulce? But fuck that shit. I'm talking about like where they come from. You mean?
You're not educated enough. Adam, hold on. Pause. Pause. I'm going to pause you. You're not even educated enough to answer that. I can't even answer the question.
There's an underground fucking alien base in Dulce, New Mexico. Seamus, you fucking idiot.
Kick him out of the cult, dude. I don't even want him in this cult anymore, dude.
And the humans, and there's 11 levels, and the humans are allowed to get
like that at all.
I'm sorry.
Don't make a mockery of this.
Adam, go ahead.
I know some stuff. I know the Phoenix Lights.
No. I don't think you're taking this seriously. All right?
Adam, please, can you educate this man? I'm so sorry, Adam. I apologize.
So I think aliens, I've been doing a lot of thinking about this. I think aliens are one of a few things.
Okay.
Legitimate extraterrestrials from different galaxies or our same galaxy, but, you know, from this place.
Right.
2, interdimensional. 3,
Us.
They're angels or some sort of demons. So it's some sort of religious thing.
Right.
4 would be the time travel backwards. They're us from the future. Yeah.
These are too many. What do you think, though?
One of those 4. I don't know. There's a lot of good evidence
one
for
of those
both. All 4 of those.
At the end, he honestly got me with angels or
Here's
demons.
all the options that I think are possible. But
angels or
well,
demons.
there's a lot of biblical stuff.
He was like, also not a big deal. I'm not ruling out God's exist.
Yeah,
like, I was
that's
like,
a tough one.
all right, wow. We really
Well, I didn't say
went for
Christian God. I just said
I
angels
said
and
God.
demons.
I knew. Neither did I, Adam.
I actually just read.
fair.
I just finished Fingerprints of the Gods yesterday. Actually, Graham Hancock's book. If you guys have ever heard of that,
Yeah.
He's like an ancient,
Yeah.
not ancient aliens. He actually refutes ancient aliens a bunch. He
Of
says
course,
Ancient Egypt.
terrible show.
ancient civilizations.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about at the end of the last ice age.
Yeah,
that, humanity actually got pretty advanced, and then we had to restart again.
Right. Yeah,
and that like all of the stories from all these different countries in the world revolve around these same figures that come right after this collapse. And I mean, he made a really interesting point at the end, which was like basically like, hey, if you understood that the world was about to end, like let's say we understood that a meteor was gonna fucking destroy this,
Right.
the best thing, the best chance of survival is to like try to save some people and then try to smarten up the hunter-gatherers that managed to survive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And to me, that didn't seem too out of line, to be honest with you.
No.
I think it would fuck with a lot of people because people start to think of like
Wow.
our current era is just another one in a series of eras. I think that
Sure.
would fuck with people right now because they're like, wait a minute, you're saying there was 10,000 years before Christ? That's insane. Like that, I think will fuck with people. I mean, I work in a church, so I'm constantly thinking about Christians being nuts.
Well, we know that to be true, but
yeah.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I know that stuff.
You want to wrap it up? We're going.
Yeah, we gotta go.
long. Yeah.
We gotta go.
Long. We're going longs.
Sorry.
Dude, no, it's fine. Hey, listen, it's not your fault. You don't know about aliens. It's not a big deal. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, we'll educate you when we bring you in, but it's all good stuff. You're cool with butt stuff, right?
Cool with butt stuff?
Yeah, you're cool with it. And that was a yes. Guys, this has been the Cult of Us. Seamus Millar, thanks for coming, dude. You're a comic. You're
Thanks,
amazing.
Brother Bear.
Very funny.
Thanks for
Check
having
him
me,
out.
man.
He hosts also Punchline every once in a while.
Every once in a
Yeah.
while. I don't have anything coming
Check
up
out
right now, but-
Punchline over there. Check him out. It's a good thing. And his podcast, very funny. It's going to be a cool thing. What's
Yeah,
up?
my dumbass mom. Come
Yeah.
hang out with me and my mom. I would recommend if you want to listen to the live episode we did. We actually did like a sold out show. It was like 30 something
Nice.
tickets we sold, but
Super
it was
cool.
really fun.
Is it on
and-
YouTube, James?
It is on YouTube actually. If you search my dumbass mom, you can find the live podcast we did. I would, if you want to jump in, that's not a bad place to start.
Hell yeah. Do
Cool.
it. I'm Neil Wood. Adam Nutter. Go do it. Another day in the cult. Later.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.